levels, I think like 50 to 60 is harder than the Alrighty. So we're done with the registration, and we're heading over to the awesomeness as QuakeCon. Mia, what are your expectations this year?
I'm expecting to give it 100% and put it in for the team and make sure we're at 100% and make sure that the gaming and level up is 100% because
and we're gonna move down the court.
I'm all about the team and put it in. And it's just about giving 100%. You know, it's all for the team, 100%.
Back to you, Bob, at the station.
I want to try balls. You got that on camera, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Just as it started up, so it's okay. Mia wants to try balls. At least this version of it.
Love you, Mom.
She meant in this sense. Yes. We also see our buddy from Roll to Play is going to be here, who we've seen at Let's Play and at AllCon so far. There's like quite a bit of cool things to try over here.
Here's the map. So I want to go see the exhibit hall and then we'll bring our computer. That's going to be awesome.
Definitely. Oh yeah, and there's that alien stage, Alienware stage.
Yeah.
And stuff. And here's the scheduling for everything. Pretty much for BYOC, you pretty much can camp out here forever. Essentially, so you can stay here 24 hours a day.
This will be us hopefully next year.
Just camping out, except I don't want to be like the people on the news that, you find them after like 72 hours.
Yeah.
Unresponsive. Oh yes, Beth Sheeta is going to be here. Benita's ID. So, let's go check it out. They are ready to camp the fuck out. It's happening.
It's picked out.
Oh, serious.
To my working college. Yeah.
This is the line.
So many characters have like sorry. Why would they get chips?
The line is outrageous.
Yes, I've never done this. I got
Alright, so we just entered the bag check. Make sure that we weren't carrying any contraband like Ethernet or power strips here. Alright. So. Woo! Woo! And double woo! And here's the playroom. Oh, look at all the money. QuakeCon store. You really wanna buy it. Your wallet's gonna hate you. There's balls. He's gonna try all the balls. Stop. I mean the delicious beverage. Look at it. Oh my god. That's awesome.
We have to do that next year.
Oh, that's cool. It's special gaming chairs.
Okay, did you shoot rubber bands? Cool.
Okay.
Put your hand up.
You got your awesome Doom stations
Give
here.
it up for Arrow 49.
Your
Do you need to
Dishonor
move
station over here.
I'm not 100, so that's correct. Well, I've already played.
Fallout shelter.
All right.
Almost there. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
3, 2, 1, go.
More stuff for QuakeCon. Dishonor! I did not get that far.
I still need to play the original. I have it.
I think this is the original. Shadow Warrior! And Best Cheetahs. I'll eventually say it one. I keep wanting to call it Bathsheba, but this is not biblical by any standards. Thank you. And we're venturing into the dark. This is the console setup room. Here. Info desk is over there. And practically like the whole entire room where you can set up. When you register, you have your own tables. Where you can set up. So, that's where you can set up and have your own names on the table. That's cool.
So yeah, we have to do this next year.
Yeah, there are no kids here. Okay.
But we're just in the daytime. We haven't even gotten to night yet.
Yeah. Excuse me. Considering that this is all chronic. Oh, lighter over here. Ultimate computer gaming.
Power Up Sweepstakes, and we have 100 raffle tickets that we will give out throughout the weekend. And you can win raffle tickets by competing in events, going to panels, pickup games, all sorts of different ways. And at the finals event, and you have to be here to win. If you have one of the 100 raffle tickets, you need to be here, and we're going to draw 3 raffle tickets for $10,000 apiece.
Wow.
This is the easiest way to ever get $10,000. So get your raffle ticket, be here, and you have to be here Saturday night. Don't be that guy that wasn't here that year. You need to be here. New this year, AMD is a new sponsor for us. They are...
Woo!
They are sponsoring the Network Operations Center in the BYOC. So big thanks to them. Of course, Alienware is back, a great sponsor for us. All the tournament machines are Alienware machines, very exciting, and a lot of our operation machines are Alienware. One thing that's really cool is that at the finals event, Alienware will be giving away a gaming Aurora PC free. You gotta be here to win it. Like definitely come to the finals event. DX Racer. Yes. These chairs are awesome. I have one. I use it every day. These chairs they're the best chairs that you could possibly buy. So check out the DX Racer booth. Also check out the chairs in the UIC Command Center. A bunch of lucky people that have those chairs. And of course, NVIDIA, another long-time sponsor of QuakeCon.
That way. Just a huge ass computer lounge. Everyone playing our games. Everybody nerding out. Lit up like a casino. Yeah. But now technically we have an online game with Elder Scrolls. Now. Oh, yep. About to shut it off for the night. Signing off.
On to QuakeCon because that's still fresh on the brain.
QuakeCon!
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, you go first. You go first. You go first.
Awesome! 4 days of awesome. And so, of course, as everybody knows, QuakeCon is in Dallas every year, and it's 4 days where you can do the bring your own computer event, and you bring your hardware and everything, your gear set up, and you just game forever. But we didn't do the bring your own computer because we weren't really sure what it was like or what everything was about. So we decided to do the free registration. And it was surprisingly a lot of fun. It's much more enriching if you do the bring your own computer experience, but it was so much fun for the stuff that we did do for free. This weekend was just epic. So we got in for free, which is great because considering the amount of conventions we've been attending this year, that was a big way to save money. But there are so many different ways that you can earn free swag and stuff. Certain panels have free giveaways. They do demos where they introduce their different, like, new upgraded technology and different systems that are going on. They have raffles. Like, there's one panel that we went to that they raffled
raffled out the ass.
$35,000 worth of items, and there's some stuff that they bundled because either the person with that raffle number wasn't present, or they just decided, hey, let's add this to it. So we don't have.
And
any
we came so close to winning something. So close. I was off by one.
Yeah.
And the number they called wasn't even a number anyone had. I was just like, give it to me. I'm just one number off. But it was amazing because the panels had different prizes that they raffled off. We got to see the first previews of Prey, and that was just fucking amazing. It was absolutely awesome. We got to demo Fallout Shelter and the new games coming out, Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online, that card game Legends was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the games we had to play for this little game hunt, really, that you had to play certain levels on games, Doom and Dishonored. Mm-hmm. Or you take a quiz for one thing, and then you had to play Elder Scrolls Legends card game that they just released, and then also Fallout Shelter. And it seems like a lot of things that they had that they were going to do were released
specifically for QuakeCon, in time for QuakeCon.
We got first previews of all those things, so it was really cool just to be among that crowd and to be among getting all these different cool things. Like we got free t-shirts, we got posters and food and beer and they had a tabletop village, of course, and so we tried our hand at a couple of different tabletop games, but of course
they rolled to play, and they have been practically at almost every convention we've been to. All-Con, they've been to Let's Play, they've been to here. They make sure that they are known, but roll to play has always been there.
Yeah, and they're a big supporter of the tabletop gaming community, and so you see them a lot of different fairs and expos in Dallas, and the owner is just amazing. She's awesome. We got to test those out because there's only so much that you can do if you don't do the bring your own computer, so we spent a lot more time doing tabletop gaming, and between my sleepiness and the drugs that had some varying
nodding on cards. Oh, boy, I did.
Yeah, that had some varying success, but it was fun. And then, we got to try out some of the standard QuakeCon food. We tried balls, finally. I've seen stuff on Reddit about the official and unofficial drink of QuakeCon, and it was surprisingly good. Like, I get what the hype is all about now.
Literally the hype.
Yeah, right. I still have a can.
You literally get the hype.
I still have a can in my fridge right now. Like, I bought extra, like, every day. I'm like, I'm going to buy one. I want to buy one. And there was one guy that he helped me out. I think I lost, like, part of my earring. And I'm like, here, take this. And he's like, okay. And yeah. It was cool just being around other gamers who are big into PC gaming, and even those who aren't into PC gaming all that much, but they were still there and they were just really excited to be there. We got to talk.
Like, a lot of them didn't have their actual, like, build out PCs. A lot of them brought their Xboxes. So there was a lot of Xbox Ones and 360s I saw amongst the crowd. And I saw one dude with his PS4.
Yeah.
So it was all about the enjoyment.
So it was just a good time. We got to see people's different builds and setups, and man, some of the amazing stuff that people can do. I'm just really, really impressed at some of the things. We got some video of the bring your own computer room at various stages, and it was just interesting. You had one guy that sounded like he was having an orgasm just by playing Tetris, and that was a fun experience. The towers of pizza and balls everywhere. The soda
The Shrine of the Monkey.
Yeah, of Harambe. That was interesting. Let's see, what else? The Master Pancake Theater. Oh,
yes. Master Pancake Theater, if you have not heard of it, is where they take a movie and it's pretty much like Mystery Science Theater. They will just have like 4 people just sit down and just, talk about it. This one we had the pleasure of watching 50 Shades of Grey. And they drug it. It was hysterical. And what's cool about these night events, especially, is grown folks time. And so they will serve beer and everything else. They'll give you popcorn for free. You don't have to pay when you go up here to get any of this stuff. So, people are like, 3 sheets to the wind, but having a good time. Mm-hmm. And of course, bringing their own shit in here. No judgment to drink. And it was a great way to sit through a shitty movie. It was great because that was the only way I was going to watch. It's just awkward to watch like naked scenes around like a lot of people,
Yeah.
So, like, even for a camp fest, I'm almost like there should be like, I don't know, Fall Out Guy sensors on it. I don't know. So it's just like, it just seems weird.
Yeah, we saw some dangly bits quite a lot and some portion of Peen. That was an interesting experience. And there was some Twilight and Phil Collins involved in that. And I'm still scarred.
At the end was hysterical.
The experience, but I mean, they killed it. It was hilarious. We have to give props to our all supreme ruler Harley for doing it big and helping with the 50 Shades of Grey reenactment. That was just brilliant. Yeah, so that was definitely worth it.
And I got that. So I am posting that bitch. Like, just that scene alone just made me die because he was so great, and his one-liners or zingers or comebacks were just awesome. And especially since, like, the main host, you can tell in his extremely bad wig that he wasn't prepared for the comeback that was coming out of his mouth after. So I just thought that was just so epic. Like, it was great improv. Whose line would be proud right now?
And probably the absolute best part about the whole experience was watching the Quake finals. Man,
Yes.
I have to be honest. Like, I hate spectator sports. I hate sports. I don't really watch any of those things. I've never been so engrossed in anything in my entire life than watching the Quake finals, because it was like watching the Super Bowl or the World Cup. People were, you had literally hundreds of people just oohing and eyeing and screaming and just yelling, and it was just such a fun experience. There was one specific match where it went in an overtime like 9 or 10 times. It was just so exciting and so enthralling just to be part of that and getting involved in everything. It was just, it was so great. I just absolutely loved it.
It was crazy. Like, generally each match is supposed to be about 10 minutes. And then if they have fragged and they're tied, by the end of those 10 minutes, of course, it goes into overtime. And each overtime is about 2 minutes. Depending on when they scored throughout that, it doesn't go the full 2 minutes. If there's no way for the other person to win in that set of time, then it just, times out and that round's declared the winner. But when it went on for 9 times, we were just on the edge of our seats, standing up. You hear me screaming like I'm at a fucking baseball game. It was brilliantly great. And you can tell, like, these guys who have played it for eons and have such an appreciation of the game, knows it almost inside and out, it seems, that they are in love with their craft and what they do. And they perfected it over years. So I'm like, kudos to them to be rewarded for winning a video game like that. That's so cool. It's better than being Starfighter. The last Starfighter.
But I think it really helped bring home what the whole experience was about. Like, you get to go to these different vendors, these exhibitors, and try out games and stuff. But at the end of the day, Quake is where it all started. This is where the community began. This is how it all built up. And it's what made PC gaming a thing. It's what made it blow up. So just to see all that in action, it was just a very awesome, very humbling experience. Definitely excited about next year. We have to do bring your own computer. We have to go.
Yes.
And people were just very nice and helpful and friendly for the most part. Most people.
And drunken hugs.
Drunken hugs. We got drunken hugs. It was great. Most people kept up with their hygiene. It was a wonderful thing.
I was so congested, I couldn't smell it anyway, but that one dude and his farts. Oh my God.
My gosh, that was god-awful.
Terrible. But other than that, it was a fairly great, and cleanliness was next to godliness that weekend, and everyone was great. Cannot wait to do it next year.